Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new. It's Libby. Today I'm going to be doing my January TBR. If you can see a pink ear, it's my stuffed animal right there. But I'm going to show you guys the couple books that I've already read and the books I'm reading and want to read in January, which is quite a bit, but we're just gonna, that sun is bright today. We're just gonna hop right in and go from there. I have the stack of books here. One book I already read was The Polar Express by Chris something, I can't remember. I listened to that on audio. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was amazing. But the other two books I already read are down in the stack somewhere. Yeah, they're down here. I already read, let's see if I can get them. The first book I read was Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco. I gave this a 4 or a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really enjoyed this one. Can't wait for the second book. I'll talk more about it in my recent reads video. And I also finished The Lost Book of White by Cassandra Clare and Wesley Chu. I gave this a 3 or a 3.5 stars. So I am currently buddy reading Among the Beasts and Bears by Ashley Punston with my friend Drew. We're reading 86 pages a day, so I have to read today's section. This follows our main character, Cries, as she finds out that her, well, the woods among them is mysterious. And years ago, Cries is friends with the prince and the princess of the kingdom. And years ago, they end up going into the forest, and the prince and his royal guard don't end up making it. It's not a spoiler. You learn about it in the first couple pages of the book. So the princess ends up being the next in line for the throne after her father mysteriously dies. And then Crier and her father are the gardeners of the place, so they live in the outskirts of the palace. And then Crier finds out that the woods is not what it seems to be, and it falls from there. So I'm enjoying it so far, and I'm looking forward to reading today's section once I'm done filming this video. The next two books I want to finish, these two were on my October TBR in 2020, and I never got to finishing them. So I want to finish Stone Cold Touch and Every Last Breath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. These are books 2 and 3 in, what series is this? The Dark Elements? Yes, Dark Elements series, and I really enjoyed them when I read them. Don't mind the covers, they are hideous, but it is what it is. And they changed the last cover, so it's annoying. But I definitely want to continue with these two and finish off this reread of this series this month if I can. I also have one adult romance book in here, and that is The Romance Book Club by Alyssa K. Adams. I've heard nothing but good things about this. This follows our main character, Gavin, who is in the Nashville League's second spaceman, and his marriage is falling apart, so he ends up joining a book club that is all guys, and they read romance books so they can figure out what they're doing wrong. So I think it's really cute. I've heard, like I said, really good things. The third book is out, and I need to get on this bandwagon. So that one. I have a couple sci-fi in here. I have Steelheart by Brandon Sanderson. I know nothing about this. I own the entire trilogy, so I definitely want to give it a go. It's his sci-fi, adult sci-fi, I want to say, and James Dashner blurbed it, and it sounds really interesting. I've heard no one talk about this, so if you've read this and enjoyed it, please let me know down below. No spoilers, though. I have Burning Shadow by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is the second book in The Darkest Stars. This has been on a number of TBRs, and I haven't gotten around to it, so hopefully I can get to it this month. I've mentioned previously that they did a cover change of the third book, and it will not match my first two. I hate it. I hate the cover change. They added people on the cover. I like these covers better. So, there's that one. I have Wicked Saints by Emily A. Duncan. The only thing I know about this one is that it involves Russian. Yeah, a Russian lore at some point. There's a girl, a prince, and a monster, and all their paths intertwine at some point. So I'm looking forward to this one. Ugh, I have two more rereads. Across the Universe by Beth Revis. I want to reread this one so I can read the second and third book. So when I first read it, I really enjoyed it. It's about our main character, Amy, is on the Cyber Canali. I'm mispronouncing that. A frozen passenger to spaceship Godspeed left her boyfriend's friends on the planet behind to join her parents. So, yeah. I definitely want to finish off the series. I also have, I think, my last reread. No, two more rereads. Again, These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. I want to reread this so I can read the second and the third book in the series and finish it off. I loved it when I read it. Again, it's sci-fi. So, yeah. I have a new release that was at the end of 2020. That is The Camelot Betrayal by Kirsten White. I've really enjoyed The Guinevere Deception, which is the first book. This is a King Arthur retelling, and this follows Guinevere, who is supposedly aka Merlin's daughter. But is she really? That's the thing. You won't know until you read it. I definitely want to read this and see where it takes off. The next book is a library book, and that is again a concluding novel in a series, Lightbringer by Claire Legrand. This is the third and final book in the Imperial trilogy. I'm scared to see where this goes because this series will be over. I only own Furyborn, but I do want to get the second and this one so I can add it to my collection. I love the first two, so this one should be no problem, no exception. Follows two queens, I guess 100 years apart or something like that, and somehow their stories intertwine. So I have a reread that I'm participating in a read along. that Mel Reads is hosting. One of my goals is to do more read-alongs this year, and that is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. We're reading this one this month. Last month we read A Court of Thorns and Roses, so this month we're reading A Court of Mist and Fury. So I need to start it. It's a chunky. A lot of these books are chunky. I also have Vampire Academy, which is on my bookshelf, which is another read along that can't talk today. Participating in this year. We're doing Vampire Academy and Bloodlines, so I need to get the rest of Bloodlines books. The last book on my TBR for January, hoping I can get to it, and that is Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. I started this in December, and I went on my trip, and I returned it to the library, and it just got back to me. So this one will definitely be getting done in January. Again, another chunker. So that is everything I've already read, currently reading, and want to read in January. Let me know down below what you guys will be reading, if you've read any of these, if you want to buddy read any of these. Let me know down below. I will love to know. Like and subscribe this video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.